Next, I want to jump over to Marie Phillips because she's done such an amazing job pre-lockdown and operating remotely. So without further ado, please meet Marie, founder and CEO of Connected Accounting LLC. She leverages technology and her organizational methods to help individuals and businesses save time by streamlining accounting processes and other time-consuming tasks. She brings over a decade of experience, and her clients rave about her reliability and proactivity. I also know that Marie has a great online presence with Connected Accounting and is worth a follow on your social media outlets. Marie, since you are so positive, what do you see as some of the opportunities in this moment to look at in terms of how do you plan for a crisis? How do you adapt to a remote lifestyle? How do you rethink staffing? What's going on in your mind?
Yeah, well, thanks for inviting me to be part of the conversation. So yeah, I think there's three big opportunities right now for all of us. The number one is, how do we help our clients and their teams be ready for crisis, not just in a time like this, but in general. And the questions, we have monthly recurring meetings with our clients, and we ask them, are you correctly capitalized? Do you have the right equity structure? Are you carrying too much debt? Especially before they consider even some of the loans the government voted in through the CARES Act. We also ask them, how can we help you, whether we're in the crisis right now, but a lot of those conversations happened 6 months ago. How do we help you in case of a crisis, not have a disruption in the quality of the products that you, or the services that you provide? And really, like, I'm a huge tech nerd. I love apps, I love technology. I built Connected Accounting to be a fully cloud-based firm with staff across multiple states. And we tried to help our clients get there. So the second big piece is, okay, let's ask the right questions in crisis management, which is an opportunity to add value, but also help our clients manage any difficult times. The second big opportunity is, how do we help you adopt the cloud and software and technology that allows you to still function really well, whether or not you're in a crisis. I constantly spend time figuring out which apps to set up and how to set them up, and whether you're talking like inventory management, bill pay, managing receivables. And a lot of our clients, because we've been working with them for years and we've already implemented a lot of the technology, brand new clients, we're doing it right now in the midst of all of it, but they're able to pay their bills without having to print a paper check, leveraging apps like bill.com. Or a lot of them, we have made sure that every single one of their customers or clients pay through electronic payments. So they don't have to go and drive to their office and figure out what's in the mailbox right now to manage a very tight cash flow. So the second piece is, how do you leverage technology to help you navigate good and hard times? The third piece is staffing. Can we rethink your staffing? Who's your top talent? Do they have too much on their plate? And that a lot of our clients hire us as an outsourced accounting firm because they have either, they don't know if they should hire, because hiring results in like payroll taxes, parking permits, additional, whether it's medical or retirement benefits. So there's always like a win-win situation if they're like, hey, let's just hire you for, we had a client, they had a CFO overwhelmed with work. She was a controller, a CFO, an accountant, a bookkeeper, and they were kind of deciding whether or not to hire internally, and they could have, but for half the cost of what a person would have cost them, salary only, not even benefits. We came in, we're providing additional insight, and their CFO was able to actually help develop strategies to double the revenue of the firm. So it's constantly like, what are your resources like? Are we maximizing them and best using them? Do you have the right technology in place? And how do we manage and plan for crisis, whether we're in them or not? So yeah, great opportunities on the human, the tech, and the crisis management areas.
That's awesome. So a lot of times, the casual user doesn't necessarily understand the difference between a CPA or a tax professional and an accounting professional. So what types of services, do the folks in our audience that are listening today, might actually most appreciate from an operation like Connected Accounting?
Yeah, it's a great question. We don't do returns. We don't touch taxes. All we do is we're really an outsourced accountant. So we pay your bills, handle your payroll, do all that kind of stuff. But right now, our clients, where they're finding the most value, besides invoicing their own customers because they need to get paid, it's really been in, how do we help you project, like do forecasting and budgeting. So we're doing a lot of scenario modeling. We have clients that need to identify how much payroll cuts should they have before the partners get a giant distribution cut? Or like, how much should the partners take as a cut versus, should they cancel 401k employer matches to save some money? How many months can they survive with the cash they have in the bank, assuming half income loss or assuming 80% income loss? So we're doing a lot of all for free because we're all in the crisis together. We want our clients to survive. So we've been providing all the services for free. And I think that's where they get a lot of value. We know the ins and out of their money. We've been drilling on weekends through clients' ledgers. And on Mondays, you get an email. Here's all the subscriptions. Are you sure you want to still sign up for all of these? We had clients figure out they were paying $800 a month for unknown subscriptions they didn't need. So we also, one big tip for all business owners out there, we have been rereading all of our clients' leases, and we realized that a lot of them, in the lease, it's not mandated that they pay for employee parking passes. So we have clients who all of a sudden we're like, hold on, let's not pay April. So we just saved them $4,000 a month of employee parking passes payments that they do not owe. So we keep trying to find ways to save money in this time.
Well, that's awesome. I can't imagine a business that couldn't use that kind of help. Last thing I want to know from you before we move on is, in this new normal and in this life of remote, how are you staying connected to your team and your clients? What are you using to do that?
Well, old and new ways, right? Because we're already a cloud-based accounting firm and my staff is a little bit all over, we're used to Zoom, we're used to tools like Slack, which allows you to chat with your team, but what we're adding is a human touch and a vulnerability to it. So in Slack now we have a channel called Lifestyle. Hey, what's your favorite workout class in the morning? What's the cool recipe you did with your family last night? Kind of like to track other things. And with clients and the team, we try to do daily check-ins with the team, not to check in on work, like how are you feeling? What's going on with you? What's going on with your family? And we're doing that a lot more with clients through the old ways of, besides Zoom and Slack, literally just text and call and talking. I'm even sharing with them, hey, I'm struggling right now. It's hard to be home. And we actually went into confinement 10 days before everybody else because we were concerned. So it's been a month at home already for us and we're kind of going crazy. And just saying that to our clients, they laugh, they relate. So it's how do you keep, with all this technology and all this stuff, how do you keep a human touch? Just be vulnerable. And, sometimes just saying it's hard for us too. It really has made, we're already friends with most of our clients, but this has made it a deeper and more meaningful connection.
Marie, that was awesome. Thank you. So far, we found now that there's some liquidity available to us that we perhaps didn't know that we had. We realize there's expenses that we can be tracking that we didn't even realize we could or should. And now we realize that perhaps maybe we can thrive, just like Marie does and working remotely. So